was basically, over the years, she was always suspicious. But what had happened is 10 years earlier, basically in 2000, I had went to a massage parlor and got a hand job and cheated on her. And man, I vowed that I would never tell a soul. Like, I was so hurt. I couldn't believe I did that. Like, you think I can only do this and that, it's going to stop here. But it just fueled the want for more. And I actually crossed the line. And when I crossed that line, I couldn't believe I did that. And I said, I'm going to go to my grave with this. I said, no one's ever going to know. And that's just the way it's going to be. Well, years go by. But my wife was always suspicious. Like, what's up with you, Terry? And I'm like, I'm good. And I remember starting arguments so she would stop talking. Because what happens is one lie turns into 2, turns into 100. And over 10 years, you start to forget which lie you told. Things start to conflate and mixing up. And the pornography never stopped. It would be at a lull, but I go like a month and be like, oh, wow, I'm good. And then, and man, it all culminated. I'll never forget. February 2010, she was like, what is it I don't know about you, Terry Crews? There's something I don't know. I can't, man, it broke me. Because we were on the phone, literally. I was in New York, she was in California, and I was working on a project. And now, this is one other thing I want to say. I was very successful. You talking rich, making money, famous, popular. Everybody loved Terry Crews. It was like, wow. Mr. White Chicks, Mr. This, it was phenomenal. Money was rolling in. We were doing well. And I'm like, what she had to complain about? It's a good life. And the question I would ask her, and I would literally ask myself, was like, why doesn't she believe me? When the question I should have been asking is, why am I lying? It's the context the same, 2 different views, and I had blamed her for not believing me. That's how deep it goes. And I'm going to tell you, success is the warmest place to hide because no one's going to call you on your shit. Nobody's going to say, hey, maybe you should. You get a lot of sycophants. You get a lot of people telling you, you're right. I had tons of people like, man, you good. In comparison to everybody else, oh my God, you never hit your wife. You bring the money home. You do all this stuff. But I was not real. I was a lie. I was living a lie. And when I told my wife, I heard this gasp on the other end.